Hola! As you can all probably guess from the title, I'm doing some kind of haul video today. To be honest, I don't really like this sort of video and I don't really watch them. It has this look at all my shit vibe to it. And yeah, I thought since recently I got a bunch of things that I thought not a lot of people might know, why not make a video and introduce them? I haven't read any of these yet, except for the first item. Maybe I'll do longer videos once I read some of the titles. And first off, I got all of these off of Amazon and they're all used. I wasn't able to get the new editions of any of these. They're all a little older and not super popular, I guess. Again, except for the first one. So let's start. Dun. So first off, congrats to Kanzaki Yuya for finishing Change the World Kyou satsujinki, which I've talked about before. The story did not end the way I expected it to, and it ended way sooner than I thought. So this volume 5 is the final volume. I really liked the note on which it ended, so it's all good in my eyes. I don't know, what do you guys think? And if you don't know this, I made a separate video on this a while ago, so I'll link it below if you want to know more about this. And next we have a manga that some of you might know. It's called Sunroom nite, or In the Sunroom, and it's by Takemiya Keiko, which most of you might know from Kazeki. And obviously Takemiya is famous for pioneering the BL genre. And this 1970s manga actually depicts the first male-on-male kiss in manga. And if you know anything about Takemiya at all, you might have noticed that the characters look a bit like Serge and Gilbert from Kazeki. I know she's had the idea for Kazeki for a while before she actually started publishing it. You gotta understand, back then, BL was more or less unheard of, so it was a bit tricky publishing things like that. But yeah, I'll probably do a video on this subject soon. On to the next one. This one is called Hitori-tachi. It also has an English subtitle. The human story from the scene of a lonely death, seeking the meaning of life and death. Oh well, these are 3 stories by the author Kano Aya. I have no idea what they're about, but it looks pretty good. And so if I'm not completely misinformed, I think only one of the stories has been translated into English, and I don't even know if it's an official translation. And this actually only cost me 1 yen. 1. That's not like even 1 cent in euros. The next volumes are actually all by the same author. They're all by Kusumoto Maki. I haven't heard of her before, but then I've seen some of her illustrations and now I was super intrigued. And so I just bought a bunch of stuff. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think her most famous title is called Kiss XXXX, or I think at least outside of Japan she's known for that, but I'm not sure. So what do we got? The first book is called Renaitan, which means like love story, and look how beautiful this is. And then you have the book itself. This was published in 2001 and I don't know what's inside or what it is, but it looks really gorgeous. And I read somewhere that this is supposed to be a serious love story, so that's always good, you know? And according to some Japanese reviews, it's not so much a classic manga than it is, I guess, an experience. And when you look inside it, you can kind of see what they mean. And then by the same author, we have this story. It's called Kei no Souretsu, or Kei's funeral, or funeral procession, I think. And this was published in 1994. Honestly, I bought this because of the title. I read Kei and I think of Kafka. And this seems to be a mystery story about a person called Kei. And for some reason, everybody's convinced that he died, even though there's not even a body or any indication that anything happened at all. Like, he just disappeared. I don't know. I don't really like reading too much about a story beforehand. I don't like knowing too much about it. you just start expecting things, and as we all know, expectation is the root of all unhappiness. And then the last book I got from the same author. It's called Hikarabita Taiji. It means like dried up fetus. And this one is from 1997. And again, I have no clue what it's about. All I know is that it's somehow about two young men who meet by coincidence and then they start living together. But the art again looks very nice. I love nothing more than the combination of romance and darkness. And judging from the style alone, I think the author does exactly that. So we'll see. Once I got to reading some of the titles here, I might do some more in-depth reviews about them. And this time I guess I only bought shoujo manga, except for the first one. And even though in the past I didn't think I even liked shoujo, I think I actually love it. Anyways, that's all for this week. It's a bit shorter this time. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of these, and happy Halloween already. Thanks for watching.